What's good, YouTube? Alright, we're going to talk about how to properly cut. But first, you need to find your TDE, your total body expenditure, whatever it is. That's like how many calories you burn every day, including your exercise. So you can calculate that. You can find a website for that. I'll make another video for that, but we're going to talk about how to cut now. So if you already have your TDE, let's move on. So once you got your TDE, you want to be at a 25% deficit. That means that from your, let's say your average is like, let's say you eat 2,500 calories. You want to be below that. So you multiply that by 0.25, and that's how many calories you should subtract from your 2,500. You don't want to go above 25% because that's when you start burning muscle. You don't want to be burning muscle when you're cutting. You want to save a lot of muscle. That's why I recommend eating 1.2 times your body weight, and that's how much protein you should be eating every day, which is pretty difficult. One time I ate like 3 times, 4 times, and I swear I think I was having kidney problems. But after I settled down and I ate like 1, it felt good. Now, why do you want to be at a 25%? It's because it's aggressive, but not too aggressive. Again, if you're too aggressive, you burn muscle. Don't want that. So you want to be aggressive, you want to be quick. You don't want to take this cut slow. Who wants to take a cut slow? You want to lose that fat and look good. Especially for people that are lazy and they want a summer bod. I know you want that. So you want to okay, let's say you're stuck, right? If you're stuck, lower your lower your calories by 100 calories per week. So let's say I'm eating 1,900 calories every day and I stopped losing weight because your metabolism slows down. So that's probably an issue. You can increase your calories, but I don't think people want to do that. I think they just want to finish it off. So what you would do is you would lower your calories to 1,800 from your 1,900. So now you're eating 1,800 every day per the week. And then you see if you're losing a pound or 2 pounds or not. If you're not, lower it again. The point where you stop lowering it is once you get to your BMR. That's your basal metabolic rate, meaning that's how many calories your body just burns generally without doing any exercise. Like, for example, when you sleep, you burn a lot of calories. When you breathe, you burn a lot of calories. Just ways your body functions and need energy. So you can't lower your calories after you reach your BMR. So what would I recommend? I'd recommend, if you're not exercising, start lifting. And if you are lifting and you reach your BMR, start doing a bit more cardio. Cardio is not necessary if you're cutting, but it helps out once you reach your BMR, or if you just don't want to eat less food. But I feel like that's kind of tricky because I know some people, they don't like doing cardio, and I fucking hate doing cardio. Well, not necessarily. Just I hate sitting there or like standing there not doing anything, and doing something, just walking or running. Usually I do HIIT or LISS, but on like the bicycle or the treadmill. But nah. But I love doing basketball, so I use that as my cardio. Use cardio as your last resort. Now, what can you expect from cutting? So the first 1 to 2 weeks, you're gonna lose a lot of weight. The weight that you're gonna lose, most of it is gonna be water and glycogen levels, meaning that it's just like water weight basically. Your body's just like, okay, let's just empty this thing out, and you're gonna lose like 2 to 5 pounds maybe, and you're gonna be like, damn, this cut's gonna go fast. No, it's not. That's just the first 2 weeks. Now you're gonna question like, wait, can I lose 20 pounds this month? No, you cannot lose 20 pounds per month. That's not real. That's not real. What you can lose is approximately 1 to 2 pounds per week. I like to aim for that 2 pounds. Right now, I aim for like 1-ish because that 2 is like mostly for. Yeah, you could probably lose 3 if you're like above. I don't know, if you're like 300 pounds. You could probably lose 3 pounds per week. That's like what you expect. That's what you want to expect. You don't want to expect, oh, you're losing 10 pounds per week. That will literally destroy your muscles and you look like shit. You look like skinny fat. What skinny fat is that you're cut. You're like, oh shit, I lost 20 pounds. But you have a big ass stomach. And you're like, what the fuck? It's because there's no muscle there. That's why you're skinny. So how do you stop skinny fat? You just want to lift weights. And doing so, you won't become a saggy meatball. Like, have you seen those like fat people that lost a bunch of weight, but their like skin is like soggy? Yeah, you don't want that. You want to be tight. It looks like you have a bunch of muscle. You want to do that. So lift weights. That's number 1. Lift while you're cutting. And while you're cutting, you won't be gaining any muscle unless you're a newbie. And when I say newbie, I mean this is your first 6 months. And you can expect to turn your fat into muscle actually. So that's a good for newbies. But if you're like me, intermediate or advanced, you can expect to lose when you lift, you want to maintain your muscle, meaning you want to maintain your weights. If you see that your weights are going down, it's kind of a problem. Maybe your reps may go down, but you don't want your weights to go down. It happens to me. I've experienced everything. I experienced my weight going down for my lifts, and it's stupid, especially if you believe you got. It's not that hard to get back up. I mean, if you're not working with that weight, but you just don't want to lose any weights on your lifts. The most you want is probably, if you're losing weight, cut out the cardio if you are doing cardio, and if you want, you could probably what's it called? Reverse bulk? No, it's called reverse dieting. Yeah. Now, look at the weekly average of the weight scale. Don't look at the daily. All right, you're gonna gain weight. You're gonna lose weight every day. Let's say Tuesday you're 145. Next day you're gonna be 150. The next day you're gonna be 142. It's fucking weird. I know. It's just your water level. Even if you don't drink a lot of water, or if you do drink a lot of water, it's just gonna change. Don't worry about that. Just look at the weekly average. If so, don't even look at that. Don't even look at the scale. You can literally look at your body pictures. Like, take a photo Sunday, then next week take another photo, then next week take another photo, and you can see you lose weight. And don't focus on a certain body part. Like, you might look at your stomach more often. No, you're gonna lose a lot of fat from everywhere. You're gonna lose from your face, your shoulders, your feet maybe. It's just that it's random. You cannot control it. I see people, oh, I'm gonna do abs every day to lose fat. You can't. It doesn't work like that, cuz you're gonna put a lot of blood flow there, but it's not gonna work like that. I'll explain advance on how to lose the skinny fat in another video, but you cannot expect to control where you're gonna lose fat. If you do a bunch of shoulder exercises, you're not gonna lose fat there. You're gonna gain muscle, and if you're intermediate or advanced, it's not gonna turn into muscle. It's not gonna turn the fat into muscle. You know, some girls are scared that they're gonna lose fat on their butt or their chest, or some guys are scared they're gonna lose fat on their arms. Or you want to lose fat on your chest, butt, arms. Just lose the fat that you have. You don't need that. If you can gain that from muscle. It looks better with muscle. You don't want it to be fat. It'll be disgusting. Like, you've seen shredded people. I hate using the word shredded, but like it gets people excited when you use it. So, are you gonna be hungry? Yeah, you're gonna be hungry quite some time. Right now I'm cutting. I kind of feel hungry sometimes, but I get a lot of work done. So, what I do is replace. So I told you how calories work. A bowl of broccoli could equal 1 bag of Dorito chips. You see? The bowl of broccoli. You want filling food, all right, when you're cutting. Every day you want filling food. That means more fiber, more casein. That's why I eat. I have a supplement of casein. Casein is like the slow protein digestion, and like the casein's in eggs and everything. But yeah, it gets easy if you do that. But if you just eat Doritos, Oreos, and milk, you're gonna, I'm not saying milk's bad or anything, any of those are bad. I'm just saying, like, those are highly calorie foods that can take up most of your total calories, which you don't want to do if you want to have like some filling food. You're gonna feel like shit. And when you're cutting, your sleep is also gonna be fucked up too. Your workouts are gonna be fucked up too. That's why everybody hates cutting meal. You look good at the end. It's higher the risk, higher the reward. You know, you're gonna look good. So yeah, just it's gonna suck, but you gotta embrace the suck. Again, you don't have to do cardio. Not at all. I say do that last. If you're not happy, do that last. If it makes you happy, go fucking ahead. I don't care. But all you gotta focus on is control your eating. Like, look how many calories you're eating, and like that says, like, lower it if you have to, and you're gonna lose weight. Probably not fat, but weight. And if you want to include not losing muscle, you want to lift weights. Lift weights. Always lift weights. And I kind of fucking hate this thing. People say, oh, if you sweat, you lose a lot more fat. No, you don't. You don't. None of that shit makes sense. It's literally water. Water. You literally gain all that shit back. I see fat bitches always like saying, hey, you should sweat. You should wear this thing. It makes you sweat more. It's like going down a sauna and like you're sweating, right? No, doesn't matter. Going to a hot spring, nah, that shit don't matter. You don't lose weight with that. Sweating does not equal losing weight. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, that's the basics of getting shredded. Hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe. It's your friendly neighborhood Nova, aka Mihad, and I'm signing out. See, peace.
In any war, there are calms between storms.
You fought bravely.
There will be days when we lose faith, days when our allies turn against us. But the day will never come that we forsake this planet and its people.
For real? We can't live
Oh, well.
without them. I knew I
Whatever
should've fucked her.
happens,
I'm only 88.
happens.